Good morning. It is the first day of the 369 Advanced Medical Medium Cleanse, and to tell you the truth, I am looking forward to it at the moment because I just know how good it is for my body, releasing excess toxins, radiation, heavy metals. But yeah, I'm not sure I'll say that come usually day 5 is the hardest for me. In the past, I've done this, I don't know what number I'm on of the 369 cleanses, maybe number 8, 9. I did many of the original cleanses. I did one simple cleanse. I didn't find it enough cleansing for me because I eat a rather healthy diet overall anyway, so it wasn't cleansing enough for me. So I haven't repeated that one, but it's a great one if you don't eat repeatedly clean and you want to just dabble into a cleanse. It's a great one to get started, and these are all so safe for you. So if you follow them, they are great and you'll see results. So yes, with this said, I'm going into the 9 days ready and eager to start. What time is it? 9:01. Even though I got up at around like 7:15, 7:30, I should have already started drinking my lemon water, but I haven't. I like prolong everything just because the snacks in the middle are apples, so I don't know, I try to not have my breakfast smoothie until a little bit later than I would normally have breakfast. So I just kind of push everything back a little bit. I don't start off so early, and then I try to go to bed earlier. It just makes for a little bit of a shorter day and easier. With this said, day 1 is generally not that difficult because it's your first day, or it could be really difficult if you went into this cleanse eating really unhealthy prior. It might be a little rough, or if you are on a lot of caffeine and you quit cold turkey, it might be a little rough. Celery juice does help keep down the headaches with withdrawal because it's just super hydrating. But yeah, I am ready to start. It is about noon and I am just starting breakfast. I know it's a little late, but I wasn't hungry until now, and I had my 32 ounces of lemon water later today. It wasn't about closer until 9:30, 10 I'd say, and then celery juice I did around 11, and now breakfast is my heavy metal detox smoothie. You don't need to wait this far apart. 30 minutes in between is great, but I love to spread out meals, drinks, everything during the cleanse, so it's not like I have it all at once and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a big stretch to my apple snack or my lunch. So I feel good so far. Day 1, noon, and I will enjoy my smoothie. All right, bye. It is about 1:15, only an hour and 15 minutes after I had my breakfast heavy metal detox smoothie, and I was slightly hungry, which is normal because I had my breakfast really late, but I can eat apple, so you can have an apple or 2 or 3 in between breakfast and lunch and dinner, and you can even have an apple after dinner if you wish. So you don't go hungry on the cleanse. It's just you may not want to eat everything that is your choices are, but you really shouldn't go hungry. You can have as much of the specific food as you want. So this is a abnormally large organic Fuji apple that I got from Costco. So this will be plenty for before lunch today, a really late lunch today. All right. It's about 3:10 and I am just about to eat lunch. It is a liver rescue smoothie for lunch. It's 2 cups of wild blueberries, 2 bananas, 2 tablespoons of dragon fruit powder, and a half a cup of water blended together. So yeah, I feel good so far and I am ready to eat. I chose to put it in a bowl today with a spoon. I highly recommend it when you get sick of smoothies on this cleanse, or drinking them rather. Just put it in a bowl, eat it with the spoons. It changes it up a little bit. So yeah, feeling good so far. I'm making the liver rescue smoothie, which is my lunch every day on Medical Medium's Advanced 369 cleanse. So it's the easiest smoothie there ever could be. There's literally 3 ingredients. It's wild blueberries, which is great for so many things, 2 bananas, a cup of water. You can do half to 1.5 cups of water, whatever your preference is, and dragon fruit. You can do dragon fruit You can use fresh dragon fruit, frozen dragon fruit that you find in your freezer section. There'll be like little dragon fruit cubes, or you can use what I'm using, which is dragon fruit powder, which I just find it easy and I can always have it on hand. I add this a lot to my smoothies in general. Even if I'm not making this identical smoothie, I add it a lot to my smoothies in general. And I do have a coupon code for 10 bucks off. I'll link it below. But yes, I feel silly for sharing, but it's literally add the water to the blender. The thicker your smoothie, the less water. I'm gonna drink my smoothie today, so I'm gonna do 1.5 cups of water, or close to 1.5 cups of water, just I like the thinner texture. But if I'm doing it thicker and eating it in a bowl, which is kind of nice when you get sick of smoothies, do 1/2 cup of water. You use the tamper or blend it on low to have it blend easy, but you can just put in a big thick smoothie in your bowl, and you can even top in some sliced fresh banana. So that is what I'll probably make my husband today. So there is 2 bananas. Where is that? There it is. 2 cups of wild blueberries. And 2 tablespoons of the dragon fruit powder. And that is it. So it is about 6:30 and I'm ready for dinner. I'm feeling good overall. I feel slightly tired, but I did have a big weekend with family, and I didn't sleep the greatest, so that could be part of it, but it could also be part of cleansing. So yeah, no, overall I'm feeling good. My dinner is, this is not just mine, my husband's doing the cleanse too. I put these on top because I don't wanna, I'm actually gonna scoop out my cauliflower. It's cauliflower, asparagus, cilantro, tomatoes, what am I missing? Dried basil, ginger I'm allowed to, like dried ginger or powdered ginger. And that's it. My dressing is gonna be, I'm squeezing a lemon or an orange you can do. I'm gonna do a lemon because I can also have 2 dates in the salad per person. So I'll make sure that we only each get 2, so I won't mix them in there. I'll just put them in our separate portions. But yeah, we'll just scoop, it's literally a whole head of cauliflower with a ton of asparagus, tomatoes. It's plenty, but I'll scoop my salad in this, so it feels more like a wrap and it feels heartier to me. So yeah, and maybe bedtime possibly will be early tonight, but I've got some work to do on the computer. Oh yeah, you can see I haven't got dressed today. It's typical of when I stay at home. You can see I have a scarf around my neck. I work by the window, it's cold, it's winter, I'm in Chicago, and the advanced cleanse is definitely harder, I think, to do in winter than it is normally. With that said, I wear a scarf during the day often when I'm not on the cleanse, when I sit by the window, because it's just a bit chilly, or we have a little bit draft by our balcony. So yeah, overall I'm feeling good. It didn't affect me, the cold smoothies today. I normally always have a cold smoothie once a day, but not twice. And this is all raw, so definitely far from how I eat. I do not eat an all raw diet, but yeah, feeling good. So it is day 2 of the cleanse. We woke up early this morning around 6:30 because we actually had to do a long road trip today. We are basically gone for 13 hours today, my husband and I, and we are in the car for 9. It's a 4.5 drive one way, and then we'll stay, we're going to our cottage. We'll stay at our cottage for a few hours to do a few things, and then we will return back home. So we did go to bed later than normal. I know I said I might go to bed earlier. I actually went to bed later. I had I had energy after dinner, and then my husband got home late from work, so it just ended up being a late night, and of course we had an extra early morning. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired, but I also slept way less than normal again, but I feel great overall. Yeah, so far so good, but I guess I've only made it through one day technically. What time is it right now? It is noon on a Tuesday. So I had 32 ounces of lemon water right when I woke up around 6:30, just so I could go to the bathroom at home with that. And then I packed our celery juice, our 24 ounces of celery juice, the heavy metal detox smoothie, the liver rescue smoothie, apple snacks. I grabbed a coconut water. You can have coconut water on the cleanse. Just make sure the label has nothing else. So it better just say coconut water. And what else did I pack? I said apples. Our water are just 32 ounces of regular water during the day, and our dinner, which is the same thing we had for dinner last night, that cauliflower mix. So I have everything, and we'll be back home in time for our nighttime water and lemon balm tea. So yeah, feeling great overall. But again, I only made it one day really at the moment, and today will be gone. I feel like as much as it's a little bit more work to pack all the stuff and get out the door when you have to be gone all day, it makes the day go by so fast. So today will fly by, and it's a great day. All right, I hope you have a good day.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got.
It is the morning of day 3, and I'm feeling great. Nothing out of the ordinary. I feel good normally. So if you are watching and this is your first cleanse you're doing, or you weren't feeling well, which is why you did this cleanse, don't compare yourself to my cleanse right now. My first cleanse did not look the same as my cleanse right now, which I actually did dig deep to see what number I'm on. I'm on number 10. So there's a huge difference and this is over the course of 3 years, and I've also eaten cleaner the past 3 years than I did prior. I shouldn't say cleaner, it's just I eat different. I do eat a medical medium forward diet. I'm not 100%, but for the norm, I do eat like that. But yeah, my first cleanse does not look like the same as this one. So if you're following, don't get frustrated. You are doing amazing, and keep going. The reason why I'm still doing this is because I do feel great. With that said, it's only the morning of day 3. I could still be, I don't know, go through emotional stuff, be real sick of it, go through cravings. I think I won't go through cravings because usually you have them right away if you have them. I haven't had any cravings this time, and I think this is my first, and I never have strong cravings overall because I do eat a healthier diet. I don't have strong cravings generally anyway. So yeah, nothing crazy out of the ordinary. Yesterday we did get home earlier than we thought, so we were able to eat a late dinner at the house instead of eating in our car, which was nice. We were tired after our long drive and not sleeping the past few days. So we took a bath and went to bed early. I did have the lemon balm tea and water last night, but I did drink less water during the day. It does not break the cleanse if you drink less water, but you ideally want to drink the 32 ounces during the day if you can, or more. I drank 16 ounces of coconut water yesterday, so I still stayed hydrated, and I did have some water, just not enough as I would normally do if I was home during the day, but it also made for fewer bathroom stops. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I've already worked out. My workouts are not strenuous, so if your workouts are strenuous, you may or may not want to work out depending on how you feel. Just listen to your body, don't push yourself. But mine are very easy, like 20-minute lighter workouts, nothing crazy. And it's only, like I said, it's only day 3. If I start feeling weaker day 9 or even the day after the cleanse, I usually feel weaker after the cleanse than any other day, or more tired because you did a bigger liquid day on day 9. I probably won't work out on day 10. So just listen to your body and see what it needs and don't push it. But yeah, I am doing great, and I will check in later.
I'm going to show you everything that goes into the heavy metal detox smoothie. It's what I've been having, or what I will have for breakfast on the cleanse these 8 days, but I often include this smoothie or a version of it when I'm not doing a cleanse. There are 5 heavy metal busting ingredients, so 5 things that help pull heavy metals from our body. One is wild blueberries. You can find that in the freezer section. I get mine from Costco. Atlantic Dulse Flakes. I get different brands depending on what's in stock on Amazon, but you want to make sure that Atlantic Dulse Flakes. Spirulina and barley grass juice powder. The ones I'm using right now here are from Vimergy. And cilantro. So cilantro also helps pull heavy metals from the body. I know a lot of people don't love the taste of cilantro, so you can always start out with less and you work your way up, or do everything else first and then work your way up. But when you're on the cleanse, I do it all. So first things first is 1 cup of water. You can do, because I'm drinking it shortly after, I'm just gonna keep the 1 cup of water. When I pack it for my husband and he drinks it later in the day, wild blueberries get super gelatinous, so the smoothie tastes better right away. But when you have to be on the go or drink it later, I always add an extra 1/2 cup of water. You could also add in more fresh squeezed oranges, but I just do a 1/2 cup of water. So 1 cup of water, 1 cup of cilantro, 2 bananas. These are larger bananas today, but usually the organic ones are a bit smaller. I'm just gonna grab this. 1 teaspoon of spirulina powder, and the Vimergy one has a nice little scooper for you, makes it easy. 1 teaspoon of the barley grass juice powder. 1 orange squeezed. Whoa, and that happens too. I don't want one more gadget. With that said, I feel like I need an orange, legit orange squeeze, just for this cleanse. But that's the first time it's squirted me in the eye before. First time for everything, and that's staying in. I'm not editing it. You guys get raw, real videos from me. Partly because I don't know how, and partly because, or how to edit, or to want to take the time to edit, and partly because I feel like the more real, the better. Ginger is my own ad. I don't put this in all the time, but it won't break my cleanse, and I love the taste of ginger. So I am putting a raw chunk of ginger in this one as well. And the orange, whenever you think you want to just skip that orange, don't. It does help hide the powders and the dulse flakes and the cilantro. I don't know, it just helps a little bit more. And you could always, like I said, you could always add more orange and less water if you wanted. But for the cleanse, I stick to everything. 1 teaspoon of barley grass, 1 teaspoon of spirulina, 1 tablespoon of dulse flakes, 2 bananas, 1 orange, and 2 cups of wild blueberries. So it is plenty of food for a filling smoothie. And because there's not a whole lot of liquid, if you have a old blender like mine, I've had mine a long time and I will buy a mix again, but when you use them multiple times a day, eventually, I don't know, I've had mine a long time, 8 years, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's time for a new one. I just use the tamper that goes with it and blend it on low and then go to high, and it does blend. But yeah, you might have to start on low because there's not a whole lot of liquid, and it tastes better that way, I think. So cheers, I hope you give it a try. And again, if you don't like it, just lower the amounts of this stuff right away and then work your way up. All right, enjoy. It is the evening of day 5. I'm actually about to take my bath and I realized I did not pop on and do a video today. I didn't pop on this morning because I wanted to go through the day and see if I had any ups and downs or emotional feelings or anything like that, and I have not. So I'm surprised myself that how easy this cleanse is for me, but it's cleanse number 10. And I eat repeatedly. Every cleanse I do, I take away something and apply it into my daily lifestyle. So over the past 4 years, I've just been cleaning everything more and more. So I hope this gives you motivation to keep going. Don't stop. I started with brain fog, neurological symptoms, Epstein-Barr virus, candida, dizziness, so many symptoms, which is why I started and found medical medium and found these cleanses. So yeah, keep going, because there is an end in sight, and you can feel good, and you can keep feeling good. This is dinner tonight, as it was the last 4 nights. You can pick between those few options in the Advanced 369, but I have found the less grocery shopping I have to do, the better. The more simple I can keep it, the better. And you may just be like, okay, I'm a person that gets sick of everything, so this may not be the route you choose, but yeah, it's a route I choose, and I've learned that this cauliflower and greensville recipe fills us up the most, and we don't mind it. I'm still excited to eat right now, so that's a good thing. And yeah, it's just super simple. I also find that it keeps really well, so that's another bonus. I can literally make a huge bowl like I did today, and it will last for the next 3 days, or tonight and the next 2 nights. So yeah, you don't have to make multiple meals. It makes meal prep really easy. Good morning. It is day 6. I didn't get on late last night just because I was working on the computer late and I had no news, but I do want to share a few things. I've been doing this with a few other people, and obviously we're not at the same stage of these cleanses. I've done many. Like I said, this is number 10. Some of them I'm doing them with is number 1, so it's a little bit tougher, obviously, or a lot tougher. But yeah, lots of cravings yesterday. Bread, coffee. When I first started these cleanses, my biggest thing I'd crave was pizza, and it's not even like I had pizza that much. It was just, or mac and cheese. Basically, I just wanted like cheese and bread. So that is a very common craving. Yeah, it definitely day 5 was the toughest for everyone that I've been doing this with so far. So, and that used to be my toughest day too. So if you're doing day 5 now, or you're about to do day 5, I don't know. Sometimes I think, okay, go into it thinking it's gonna be really tough and it will be a little better. But yeah, it's just a harder day. I feel like it lags in the middle. Once you get to day 6, it kind of feels like, okay, I'm getting closer to the 7, 8, 9. You get real excited when you get to day 7. So anyways, yeah, lots of cravings happen, and you can have, yeah, day 5 is a little bit rough. So with that said, with me, it was not hard. I didn't have anything, but I kept busy and I didn't think about it. I will say today I woke up a little bit hungry. This is the first day I've actually woken up a little hungry. So normally I've been doing my lemon water. I've just been pushing everything off. Even though I'm getting up around 7:15, 7:30, I haven't been really drinking. I don't know, lemon water is basically around 10. And even if I start it earlier, I just might not finish it till 10. So I just kind of drag out my lemon water, and celery juice is 11. My smoothie's been at 12 still, or breakfast has been at 12 still. Lunch is around 3 and dinner's around like 6:30ish, or give or take. But today it's 10:30. I already just had my celery juice right before this, and I'm gonna be having breakfast at 11 o'clock. So yeah, everything will be pushed a little bit earlier. And I have been having apples in between meals when I need them. Yesterday, I think I had 2 apples. The day before I had 3. Might be why I needed an extra apple yesterday. But yeah, I just listen to my body. When I'm hungry, I eat an apple. You should not go hungry on this cleanse. If you are, it's because you're not eating enough. You can eat as much as you want of the specific foods. You may not want to eat those foods, but you can eat as much as you want of it. So eat as much dinner as you need to. Eat as much smoothie. If you need an extra cup of wild blueberries, if you need an extra banana in it, that's fine. If you want to slice up a banana and eat it on top of your bowl, whatever you have to do to get more food in you if you're hungry, you want to do that. Another thing, headaches. My husband had a headache the first day that night, and it's because he did not eat until dinner until like 9:15. I mean, I would have chewed my arm by then. But yeah, so his headache wasn't from, we're not on constant caffeine. We do drink coffee, but we wouldn't go through caffeine withdrawals because we have coffee maybe once a week if we're on vacation more, but it's not a routine thing. So I knew he had a headache from basically starving. He was so hungry and he wasn't eating. Of course you're gonna get a headache. So if you are, and there's another girl that I know that's doing this cleanse, she would get headaches and she's not on caffeine. Yes, you can have a detox symptom from other stuff, but I asked if she was eating enough and I learned she wasn't. So do eat enough, because that's another cause that you could get headaches and just low energy. So yeah, what else? If you are choosing between the advanced and the original right now, I think that personally, I tell people all the time, do the original, because the advanced is tough if you're just going into a cleanse. But for me, I think the original is harder. I thoroughly enjoy the advanced cleanse. I really love my heavy metal detox smoothie and my liver rescue smoothie for lunch, and knowing that I can just eat apple when I want to. I don't have to eat how many apples each day. And I like that that's just what it is. Like it makes it easy for grocery shopping. I'm having the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 8 days. And for some, that is not appealing. For me, since I love the smoothies, it makes it real fast. And by the time dinner comes, it's not that I don't like the cauliflower greens bowl. I do, but would I eat that normally? Never. It's too bland for me. But on the cleanse, like by the time you get to dinner, you're hungry, you want to eat, so you eat it, and it fills me up. It fills my husband up. So yeah, that's the favorite of us. Maybe day 8. Because I do feel like it's so hearty. I have upped our asparagus in it and greens just to kind of keep more cleansing foods in us. Spinach and asparagus is highly cleansing, so I definitely upped those in the last night and the night prior. And I will, going forward, I actually might not cut another head of cauliflower. I'll just use what we have left and just add in more asparagus and more greens, just so we get more of that in. But yeah, I do like the advanced version because it's so simple. My grocery shopping is extra easy and I know what I'm gonna eat every day, and it makes meal prep faster. So that's just one reason, or many reasons I should say, that I like the advanced. Yeah, when you feel good with the original, or if the advanced just speaks to you right away and you're like, yeah, no, I've already done them heavy metal detox smoothie, I already drink celery juice, I can do this, because it is really, you wouldn't want to just jump into this cleanse if you haven't done celery juice prior. I'm on 32 ounces of celery juice right now every day, and tomorrow is day 7 that I go to 64 ounces of celery juice, 32 ounces in the morning and 32 ounces later in the day. So it's a lot of celery juice, it's a lot of cleansing, and if that would be way too hard if I was just first starting out with celery juice. It just wouldn't be good for me, my mind, my body, everything. It's tough to drink that much right away. Even 16 ounces, sometimes they tell people to start with lower and work your way up. So you just gotta listen to what your body needs and tells you. So yeah, day 6, I'm gonna keep busy today. That is definitely the key, keeping busy, whether it's immersing yourself in work, cleaning closets, planning a fun trip, planning a weekend, planning a birthday. I don't know if watching a Netflix series calls you do that. I will probably like watch a movie tonight, but yeah, watching TV does not. I would think I feel like I want more snacks, and I'm not a big TV watcher, but I feel like sitting all day on the couch would not do it for me, but it might it might work for you. For me, I'm just gonna keep busy working and yeah, doing all my never-ending to-do list. So I will do that, and it makes it so you're not thinking about what you're missing out on. So yeah, I will check in with you later. It's the night of day 6, and this is our exciting Saturday night. So we are having coconut water and fun glasses, and I'm making my husband watch a Hallmark movie. So yeah, that is our wild Saturday night. This is our movie snacks tonight. Of course, apples. I like mine room temperature and whole, and he likes his cut and cold. So when you're eating a lot of apples, make sure you buy apples that you really enjoy eating and eat them different ways if you get sick of them, or if you know what you like we both do, then eat them that way. So yes, this is our apple snack tonight. It's day 7. I'm feeling good. I already had my lemon water today, 32 ounces of celery juice. Day 7 in the advanced cleanse, we up our celery juice to 64 ounces. So it's ideal to juice your celery juice and then drink it shortly after. But on the cleanse days, I do juice it the same day. I don't do it the night before, but the same day. So this morning, my husband actually did it. He made us each 64 ounces. So we already drank our 32 this morning, and he already made 64 ounces more for us each to divide that for us later in the day. So it just makes it easier, one less thing to do later. But if you want to pull out your juicer twice, do it. You can. It's better. You get a few more enzymes when it's fresher, but yes, the medical medium says it is just fine if you want to juice everything in the morning for later in the day. So yeah, that's what is the only change today, is that up in celery juice. Other than that, we are doing good. We are feeling good. The only thing I've really noticed is the last few days I've been waking up before my alarm with the same. I always wake up with energy. Although the first few days I started this, I didn't, but that's because I wasn't sleeping, which was rare. It's just because we had a big weekend, and then we were traveling at the beginning of this, but normally I sleep good, and I wake up with energy. but this time I am sleeping good and I'm waking up with energy, but I don't need as much sleep. So I am waking up much before the alarm. With that said, my husband's doing the same cleanse, and it's Sunday today, and we can sleep in as much as we want, and he slept in until 9 o'clock, which is a lot later than what we normally get up at. So every cleanse looks different. No two cleanses look the same. And yeah, so I'll check in later, but we are feeling great. It's 3:30. We just got back from grocery shopping and we stocked up on celery and watermelon. We are choosing watermelon for day 9 because we feel like it's more cleansing than the orange juice was when we did that last time. So there's no right or wrong, and you can do them all. Just melon obviously first before you introduce the other ones, and all separated. You can't mix them. I just find picking one is just cheaper and easier, and I do find the watermelon extra cleansing, so we are going to choose that one this time. So yeah, breakfast was even later today, closer to 1 o'clock. I'm not sure how. Maybe all the extra celery juice didn't make us as hungry right away. I'm not sure. So we just had a slower morning, had celery juice later, so breakfast got pushed later. So now, while we did errands, we had coconut water, so that kept us going. And now we just got home, had our celery juice that we already had pre-made, so we were thankful we pre-made it this morning. And now we're waiting 30 minutes and having our liver rescue smoothie for lunch. So we are feeling good, and the day is flying by, but I think it's because we broke it up with grocery shopping and errands. Usually weekends are tougher just because it's when you would normally be eating more fun food or going out, or we would be having a coffee or pancakes in the morning. But yeah, we kept busy and it's flying by, so we're not really thinking about it, which is the best way to make the cleanse go by. So I'll check in later. Okay, so it is only 5:30 and it's an hour and a half after we ate our late lunch, and now we are hungry, which is earlier than normal for us, but it's probably because we ate a super late lunch and we didn't have any apples yet. So we are choosing to eat dinner now, and we will be hungry later because we're eating dinner so early. So we'll just do probably 2 apples later for at least 1 apple later for a snack, so we don't wake up starving tomorrow morning. But yep, it's just leftovers, and as you can see, I don't make it. This is the one time I don't make anything fancy for the cleanse. It makes it super easy. I just keep on having a pre-made bowl of this, and I grab in more spinach, and these are looking a little rough, but we'll use whatever pieces look good of the artesian romaine and scoop the ingredients into that to eat it kind of like a wrap. So yeah, we are feeling good, but we're hungry, so dinner is early, day 7. Okay, I wanted to hop on because we just had dinner, and while we were eating, my husband mentioned that he smelled pizza in the elevator and it made him think of pizza, which I asked him if he'd really want pizza right now. He said no, he actually wants some cauliflower cheese soup from his childhood, and could go for Ethiopian. So then it made me start thinking of Ethiopian and ethnic food, which we both love. So then I was like, man, I definitely could go for some of that right now. So I just wanted to share that with you. So it wasn't a real craving, but we were talking about it. And sometimes it helps to talk about other food. Maybe it's just like, okay, this is what I'm going to have on after the cleanse, or this is what I'm going to dream about after. Generally, I just don't think about it. I find it easier, but it was kind of funny, and I wanted to share that with you. But I also want to share what we're going to be eating for the first few days after the cleanse. So day 9 is all liquid, and day 10 I will keep all the fats out and oils out, and salts out probably. We'll see about salt, but I probably will. I probably will start with the heavy metal detox smoothie for breakfast and lunch. I'm not sure what it will be. Maybe it will be the liver rescue smoothie, which sounds crazy because I don't have to eat that, but yeah, we'll see what lunch is. Otherwise, it's gonna be probably steamed potatoes. So I've got some Japanese potatoes, a sweet potato, and a big bag of russets I picked up. So we'll be living off lots of potatoes and either peas or broccoli. I have leftover asparagus, so I'll probably put in some steamed asparagus in there. Or maybe I'll do asparagus apple juice, probably that, because we prefer that instead. But basically, we're gonna keep it super clean the first few days. I'll introduce fats by bringing in avocados, probably by day 11, probably day 11. I'll probably introduce an avocado because we do have a Sunday meal that is going to be extra delicious, and there will be fat in it. It will be pasta, and I'm sure we'll have a glass of wine. So I do need to slowly get us in so we're not into full shock mode come that dinner. But yeah, basically right away, you don't want to just gorge yourself on fattening foods or really heavy foods. Otherwise, you're really going to feel awful right after the cleanse. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Day 8, and I'm feeling great. I even slept less last night, in the sense I did go to bed earlier, like around 9:30. My husband was actually really tired, so we just went to bed a little bit earlier than normal, but I was up in the middle of the night for like good 2 hours. I just was wide awake and couldn't get back to bed. But I laid there, and anyways, I got up and I still have a ton of energy. So that would never happen outside this cleanse. If I was up for a good 2 or 3 hours, I would definitely wake up more tired. So that's that. Another thing on the cleanses, yesterday I had some makeup on. I'm not sure if it was on every video, but today and the rest of them, I have had zero makeup on. I kind of wanted to show you that because you'll notice your skin usually gets better or glowier or clearer on the cleanse. You'll notice your stomach gets a little more toned and a little bit more flat. So those are some perks. I usually love to do a cleanse before I have to look extra good for something, or a wedding or something before that. I just make sure I end it well before it. There's been a time I ended it on a Thursday, and it was like the party and everything started like Friday through the weekend. That's way too close. You need at least like good 4 days, 5 days in the middle, because you want to slowly, gradually introduce foods and fats and alcohol if you drink alcohol. So yeah, it was just way too much of a shock to my system. So yeah, I do love doing it before events because you do feel and look good after the cleanse. But yeah, don't do it on top of something, because you do want to give your body that time to adjust. Yeah, we already made our celery juice for later in the day, so that's easy, and it's the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So yeah, I'm feeling good, and I am ready to go to day 9. Again though, the reason why this is flying by, and it's probably annoying that I'm saying this, but it's because this is definitely the time that I've had make that to-do list extra long before you do a cleanse. Not with running errands necessarily, but just stuff at work or home. It really goes by fast. As much as I'm on here checking in, and I'm actually writing about it, I'm on Instagram about it, I just think, okay, I separate my mind, that's work, I'm sharing my ideas, or thoughts rather, but yeah, feeling good, and I will check in either tonight, but maybe I'll just come back on tomorrow because unless anything changes today, everything's the same and I'm feeling great. I wanted to quick pop on and show you what my dinner looks like tonight. I had sent the remaining pre-made bowl with my husband for his dinner tonight, and I realized I don't have any dinner already made for me. So I was not about to cut and chop. I didn't feel like it. So this is dinner. It is just asparagus, cauliflower, spinach, tomatoes. It's all washed, but there's zero lemon juice or orange juice or garlic or anything, or dulse, I should say. But yeah, I am perfectly fine eating this somehow, and I just wanted to show you how simple dinner can be if you don't mind eating it this simple. So yeah, that is my dinner tonight. It is 10 o'clock and I'm feeling a bit hungry, so obviously I did not eat enough for dinner, and there is no way I am going to bed hungry tonight. So I am going to eat an apple while I still can and enjoy our hibiscus tea. It's by Traditional Medicinal, and to have the birds and the honey, raw honey there. I'm gonna put a little scoop of that in each of ours and drink our lemon water. So I'm sure we'll have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because we're cutting it way too close to bedtime, but that's okay. So yes, if it is the night before your big 9th day and you're feeling slightly hungry, do not hesitate to eat an apple. I would if I were you. So I will see you tomorrow. It is the morning of day 9. I woke up with energy again. I do think I have a little bit more energy than normal these last few days on this cleanse. So yes, there is that. Yeah, I am excited for watermelon juice, to tell you the truth. Normally I always blend the watermelon on the cleanse when I pick watermelon, but I have a juicer that's supposedly really great at watermelon juice, and I haven't tried it, so that I'm excited about. The cucumber apple juices are also part of the day, 2 16-ounce cucumber apple juices, and yeah, I love that juice. So, and you can have as much as you want of cucumber or apple in it. You just have to have a combination of it. I have a few cucumbers going bad, so I'm gonna it's definitely gonna be cucumber forward this time. What else? I have a few oranges left in the refrigerator, so somewhere along the line we'll each have a shot glass, literally a shot glass, because it doesn't make much of orange juice, and yeah, water, our celery juice, of course, 32 ounces of celery juice, and then our tea and water again at night. So yeah, I have energy, I feel good, I didn't wake up hungry. I'm thankful I had that apple last night, and yeah, I'm gonna make everything all at once this morning, so we just have it throughout the rest of the day. So a good key to stock up in is large jars, so you have something to hold all your juices in. So yeah, I will check in later. These are the two, we have 2 32-ounce jars of cucumber apple juice. So we'll just drink half of it now, and then we'll drink half later in the day. But I wanted to say we used 4 large cucumbers and 8 apples. So if you're one person, that would be 2 large cucumbers and 4 large apples to get 1 32-ounce juice, which should give you your 2 16-ounce servings. So we do have a workhorse of a juicer. So if you don't have the Omega or the Namawell or one of the top juicers, I will say the Breville's and some of those, you don't get as much juice out of it, so you do go through more produce. So sometimes, yeah, I will say if you are looking into a juicer, invest in a better one right away. Even though it's more money up front, it is definitely more, you save more money in the long run pretty fast too if you juice a lot. So yeah. So it's 1:30. I'm feeling great. I was feeling like slightly woozy after my last video because I just went to the bathroom that much in the morning and I just needed a little bit more glucose and something to keep me going. So as soon as I started sipping on watermelon juice, I was instantly fine. And that does kind of happen on day 9 if you don't. It always happens in the morning when I remember, because it's just so much cleansing from the night before, and then the water, the celery juice, and the cucumber apple juice. It's kind of my order I go in. So it's just a lot of cleansing right away. So I just needed a little bit of watermelon juice to keep me going, and then I was instantly fine. With that said, I was so looking forward to the juice, and I don't know what it is, but it tastes so extremely sweet to me. So I think I've learned I much prefer eating my watermelon over juicing it. I've always preferred eating it over juicing it, but I never knew I don't prefer drinking this juice at all. So I love it with mint or limes or ice or crushed or some sparkling water, but by itself it's super sweet to me. So you might actually extra love it, but I wanted to share that. So not everything do I love, and that's okay. Like if you have something on the cleanser you're like, oh, I don't love it, instead of just like being so miserable over it, just think, okay, yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's doing great things for my body. Like right now I'm so grateful because I know how healing watermelon juice is, and I know how cleansing it is. So as much as I wouldn't want this normally, I am really happy I'm drinking it and doing more cleansing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. So I'm in bed. That means I made it through day 9 and I'm heading to bed early. I already took my bath, put on my face with oils, and I'm about to watch Golden Girls. I know that's so silly, but it winds me down before bed. I always like to go to bed early on day 9. It's just like your body did a lot of cleansing, and I feel like I also don't want to get hungry. So yeah, there's that. Takeaways from today. I ran really close to running out of watermelon juice. So I did around 3. I was like, ooh, I better just slow it down a little. And I did make it just fine, but I don't have anything left. So I would say buy more than you think you need, and buy more oranges so that if you run out of watermelon juice, if you're doing watermelon juice, that you can juice the oranges. So just have a backup so that you do not go hungry, because you want to keep your energy up. So my energy was pretty good. I lagged a little bit around like after that 3 mark. That's because I started to slow down my juicing, but then I had plenty. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start juicing. Need be, I'll run to Whole Foods and grab some fresh squeezed orange juice or oranges, and I'll squeeze them myself, but I didn't need to do that. So yeah, that's that. But other than that, I feel good. I'm really thankful I did it. I'm happy it's day 10 tomorrow. So yes, as fast as it went. I'm actually steaming potatoes right now in the Instapot for my husband for lunch tomorrow, and I'll have them for lunch or dinner tomorrow too. So we're gonna start out with celery juice, and then we'll do the heavy metal detox smoothie for breakfast, and then we'll probably have, I think we're gonna want potatoes for lunch just because they're made and we love potatoes. But maybe I'll have a liver rescue smoothie for lunch too, and then push off the potatoes and steamed peas. We'll have some steamed peas we have for dinner. So just easing it back in. I'm keeping out salts and fats and heavier foods. But yeah, I am thankful I did it, and I'm feeling good, and I will definitely do it again. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you grabbed some tip out of this video that's helpful in your next cleanse, and you can do it. Bye.